Hello, and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. This weekend, we come to you from beautiful Kiawah Island, South Carolina. This weekend, we had all three series racing in Charlotte. The Camping World Truck started us off running 134 laps. The first caution was for the competition caution. The second caution was the Stage 1 winner of Ross Chastain. They went all the way to the end of Stage 2, the third caution, which went to Chase Elliott. The fourth caution was brought out when Stuart Friesen spun and got hit by Brennan Poole, and Jesse Iwuji spun and hit the wall hard trying to avoid. The fifth caution was for Brennan Poole again, who slid up into the back of Natalie Decker, spinning Natalie down the infield grass. The sixth caution was for the 40 of Garrett Smithley, who spun and hit the inside wall. And the seventh and final caution was for the 38 of Todd Gillen, who hit the outside wall hard. And the checkered flags went to Chase Elliott. Top 10 from that race were Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Zane Smith, Brett Moffitt, Sheldon Creed, John Hunter Nemechek, Johnny Sauter, Ty Majeski, Austin Hill, and Ben Rhodes. The DNFs in that race were Garrett Smithley had rear end issues, Todd Gillen was out for an accident, Brennan Poole was out for the damaged vehicle policy, Jesse Iwuji was out for the accident, and Spencer Davis had transmission issues. The Xfinity Series ran 200 laps at Charlotte. The first caution was for Cody Vanderwall, who spun up and hit the outside wall. The second caution was the competition caution. The third caution was for Cody Vanderwall again, who blew an engine down the back. The fourth caution was the Stage 1 winner of Kyle Busch. They went to the end of Stage 2. The fifth caution was for Stage 2 winner of Kyle Busch. The sixth caution was for Timmy Hill, who blew an engine. Chase Briscoe and Ross Chastain both got up and into the outside wall hard. And on that pit stop, when cars came into pit, Jeffrey Earnhardt in the Zero carried out his Jag onto the track with him, and it tore up his left side a lot. The seventh caution was for Chase Briscoe, who spun into the wall. The eighth caution was for Austin Hill, who slid up into the side of Jeremy Clements. The ninth caution was for Myatt Snider, who hit the outside wall. The 10th caution was for Riley Herbst, who spun. And the 11th caution was for Harrison Burton, who made contact with Noah Gragson. Gragson spun through the back straightaway. Burton and Brandon Jones hit the outside wall hard. Tommy Joe Martins nailed the inside wall, and at the same time was hit hard in the side driver's door by the 11 of Justin Haley. And the checkered flags in that race went to Kyle Busch. The top 10 from there were Kyle Busch, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Justin Allgaier, Brett Moffitt, Mike Lynette, Brandon Brown, Harrison Burton, and Myatt Snider rounded out the top 10. There were lots of DNFs in this race. Jeremy Clements was out for the accident. So was Austin Hill, Tommy Joe Martins, Justin Haley, and Brandon Jones. Timmy Hill and Cody Vanderwall were both out for engine problems. Jeff Green had power steering issues, and Colby Howard had overheating problems. The Monster Energy had two races this weekend. The first one was the Coca-Cola 600. They ran 400 laps around Charlotte. The first caution was for the competition caution. The second caution was a long, lengthy hour and 8-minute rain delay. The third caution was when Clint Bowyer blew a tire and hit the outside wall hard. The fourth caution was the Stage 1 winner of the caution of Clint Bowyer took him to the end of Stage 1, which went to Alex Bowman. The fourth caution was the Stage 2 winner of Alex Bowman as well. The fifth caution was for the 42 of Matt Kenseth, who blew a tire and spun through the infield. The sixth caution was the Stage 3 winner of Joey Logano. The seventh caution was for the 51 of Joey Gase, who got turned and spun through the infield grass. And the eighth and final caution was for William Byron, who spun. And the checkers in that race went to Brad Keselowski. Top 10 there were Brad Keselowski. The second would have been Jimmy Johnson, but everybody moved up because Johnson had a post-race inspection penalty, so he dropped to 40th. So Chase Elliott took second, and then third was Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, and Chris Buescher rounded out the top 10. The three DNFs were J.J. Yaley, who had DVP, damaged vehicle policy. Darrell Wallace Jr. had a vibration issue, and Clint Bowyer was out for the accident. Last night, the Monster Energy Series ran 500 kilometers around Charlotte, which equaled to 208 laps. First caution was brought on lap 1 when Joey Gase slid up into the side of Garrett Smithley. Gase backed it into the outside wall hard, and Smithley pounded his right side door. The second caution was for the competition. The third caution was for Matt Kenseth, who spun, and NASCAR saw lightning over the horizon, so they threw the red flag out for a around hour and a half delay. The fourth caution was the Stage 1 winner of Joey Logano. The fifth caution was for Quinn Houff, who spun up and just barely hit the outside wall, but Brendan Poole hit the outside wall a lot more significant. The sixth caution was the Stage 2 winner of Alex Bowman. The seventh caution was for Timmy Hill, who spun. And the checkered flags went to Chase Elliott. And as they were coming to the line, Michael McDowell blew a tire and spun through the infield grass. The results from that race, top 10, were Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., and Kevin Harvick rounded out the top 10. The 4 DNFs in that race were Darrell Wallace Jr., who had an accident. Brendan Poole also was out for the accident. Joey Gase was out for the damaged vehicle policy, and Garrett Smithley was out for the lap 1 accident. And I'd like to give a big thanks to my cameraman, my father, Ron Spivey. Thank you for everything you do. Been here since the first day of Race Recap, and be here till the last, I sure hope. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us next week when we have the Xfinity and the Monster Energy Series in Bristol.